Welcome Zombie Hunters to another episode of 7 Days to Die on PS4 Alpha 15 with me, Andy Howie Gaming. Right, we've done a little bit of remodelling here in Shays Howie. We've got our cement production up to as much as I can. We have our cement here. Everything's here, rebar. We're building towards making enough materials to build a horde bunker at the hub city. We're going to centralise ourselves there. I've decided that we're going to fight the 21-day hub in our water tower bunker, just because we're not going to have enough materials at the moment to build in the hub city as I want. So basically we just need to collect more materials for a week or so. So we've got all that pumping out there. We've got the 2 cement mixers with concrete pumping out. We've got pipe bombs here. Got all sorts being produced at the moment. Just in preparation, really. Okay. Some coal, so we need some potassium. We have a locker here with all of our quests and maps. We have a locker for all the stuff that we're going to sell at the trader and money, materials to repair, and clothes that we may or may not use at some point. Not very much going on there right now, but as I say, it's all coming along quite nicely. Really enjoyed that last 21-day horde. And then we did like a little episode where I showed you how to find potassium and a few other things. So yeah, we've been a busy boy really. We've got our three ammunition here. So that's fully working guns. These are the weapons I'll be using in the horde guns. And then secondary guns as well that we can just use whenever we want. Okay, and then we've got all of our kind of bows and knives and stuff in there, melee weapons, and then part weapons here to be built and to be combined. So that can go. And then we have got 3 fully equipped. Campfires. And we got the supplies there with tins and raw meats and stuff like that there. And then we have our cooked meats here, cooked food and drink. Get our wellness nicely up now, 156. Really happy about that. Then have all our fuel. So what I intend on doing is just doing a little bit more cement manufacturing here now, and then once it hits 4 o'clock, we'll get out there and we'll go down and I'll show you what I've done in the mine in the desert. I've got a little thing sorted out there where we're trying to find some oil shale so we can go on some more exploration. Okay, that's pumping that out. Okay. And there, another 300, nice, another 300 there, never shoddy. Okay. I think once we've got 8,000 concrete we should be okay, and then we can concentrate ourselves on manufacturing a little bit more of everything else. So what I might do is I might put some of that clay into one of these forges so that we can maybe start pumping out some iron. But I'm quite happy at the moment with the way that's going. So we've got loads of iron there, a few bits in here. Nothing much we could do with putting them in the horde bunker, but we've got 3 days, three full days until the horde. So I'm not really too worried about that. The water tower should do us for another horde until we build ourselves a brand spanker. We have 1,762. This is 1,100. Not bad, not bad. Okay, happy days. As I say, I just thought I'd come on and do a short hour with you guys just to show you and what I've been doing really. I've been busy. Obviously you can access the footage just from out here as well if needed. And then once manufacturing gets a little bit too big, if we need to, we've got all of this space down here if we need to. But what I'm intending on doing, because we're in the I can mine straight down here for potassium, for coal and for lead. So what I was actually going to do is take some frames. I'll just put the mud in there for fertilizer. So we've got frames, and then we're probably going to need a few ladders. So don't look at the recipes there. Let's go to our favourites. Should be there. Wooden ladders. If we make 30 for now. And that should be fine. And then we've got our nail gun there for when we need it. Excellent. So we can just keep these fires burning for a bit, because I put quite a lot of wood in them anyway. So that's they're burning away quite nicely. What I would probably do is halve that. Put in there. In there. There we go. Lovely. And we want iron bars in here. Probably, how many can we get out? 120. Well, we won't do that many. We'll just do 60 for now, because they take quite a long time to make them. Okay. Yeah, so we'll get our mining helmet on. No, didn't want to do that. To wear that. There we go. Okay. So what I intend on doing is having that there as the ladder going down. So just put that on there. Put the ladders for the sniper rifle for now. Get my I've gone on for that, and then as we go down we can there we go. Okay. Soothing sounds of 4 AM. Lovely. Loving it. Oh yeah, that's right. The old ladderoo problem. Right, okay. So hopefully we'll get down to some sort of some gravel soon. potassium. That's what we're after in the burnt biome. You're looking for lead, you're looking for coal, and you're looking for potassium. They're the three most common resources that you'll find in the burnt biome. It's one of my favourite biomes to mine, the burnt biome. It's just so amazing. It's like a one-stop shop for everything you need. Hopefully we'll start to see something good soon. It may take a few meters to, you know, maybe 50 blocks to get something down to a reasonable level where you start finding some resources. Or start finding some gravel. That's what you want to be looking for when you're mining is gravel areas. Any gravel areas you can find, there will be resources smack bang where that gravel is. There we go, so we've hit stone there. So now if we get our axe as well. I did want to start didn't want to start mining until I had the auger. But I thought to myself, look, I've got steel weapons, so, you know, it's not that much slower using the steel weapons. Once we find an area with gravel, then obviously we can start delving into that and seeing what resources there, whatever it may be. Thanks to all my new subscribers recently. You guys rock. Especially Gaming Till I Die and Slim Jim. Top bloke. One of my favourite subs. You're all great, but I've got a couple of favourites. And what I'd like to say, guys, is if you'd like to start using the comments and leaving comments, that would really be a help. And you know, obviously, if you like the stream, then like. If you don't like it, I don't mind if you want to dislike something that I'm doing. Just give me an explanation so that I can improve my channel. If you don't like something and you put a thumbs down, great. I've got no problem with that at all. But if you'd just like to say why you disliked it, that would be great. And obviously saying, oh, I just don't like it, you know, that ain't gonna help. But if there's something that I'm doing that's irritating or whatever like that, then, you know, obviously I'd like some feedback. So don't forget to leave a comment. And obviously I'll get back to everyone that leaves a comment. I'll get back to them, and I'll chat. If you have any questions on the game at all, or any other questions, yeah, then just fire away, guys. You know, that's what I'm here to answer questions as well as try and entertain you. Because I know it can be quite a complicated game this at the start for new players, especially when you look at other people and they've got all sorts of massive horde bunkers and spikes everywhere, and you think to yourself, how the hell have they got all of that? Well, you know, if you ask me, then I'll tell you. Obviously, a lot of my content that is there, you can go and have a look, and that will show you as well what I've been up to. That's why I'm doing this sort of like midweek update, is just for new subscribers to kind of get a gist of what's going on and what I'm doing, what I'm heading towards. I mean, I'm heading towards a huge Jaxxall style hub base, which is going to be a horde bunker, and it's going to be my sort of like central area for production of more materials and more resources. This house will not cut it after day 30. You'll get multiple screamer attacks using, you know, if you're using loads and loads of forges, you will start to get more and more activity. So this house is only going to be, you know, available to me maybe for another 5 or 6 days, and then it'll start getting really, I think, you know, overpowered as such. Oh, what we're doing there? Let's just take that away. Okay, clean the organ out. And then come on, mate, get on the ladder. What's your problem? What is your problem? There we go. No. Okay. You have to be quite a distance away to put you can't just be right on top of it, or it won't let you place the ladder. But I think it will in this Alpha 15. I think it will let you. Ah, no, it won't let you. That's fine. It's no problem. Okay, down we go. There we go. Okay. As I say, we're on the lookout for gravel and anything that indicates that there may be here apart from stone and iron. Mining stone isn't a bad thing, but you might as well be mining stones up on the surface, because that's going to give you the bonus, the potassium, lead, and coal as well. There's no point doing that after iron and stone, after potassium and a lead mine, so which is going to produce a lot more than what the stones can produce on the surface. So even though this is a bonus at the moment, getting the iron and stone, it's not actually that good, because you're losing out on potassium and stuff that you'd find from the stones on the surface. So I'll just check what depth we're at here in a minute, and then I think on my old stage, which was a no game map on Alpha 14, I know a lot of my resources was only at about a depth of 25 to 27. Did go here. We're at an elevation of plus 12. We're still actually high because we're on a hill, aren't we? So we're actually at ground level yet, or sea level as such. So what we'll do is we'll go down to at least, I'd say, minus 12, something like that, maybe minus 15 at least, and then we can maybe branch out and see. With the situation here, with the multiple biome situation, for where I'm mining now, I do want to be maybe heading into the desert, into the forest, and then there's also there's another one here as well, which I think is prairie, and then there's also in this corner here, there's also a little bit of the destroyed horrible biome that I don't like with the dogs in. I can never remember which one it is. So we can branch out to like at least 3 biomes here, which is perfect for the oil shale production, potassium, lead, and iron and stuff. And then in here you'll find probably these two share amounts of coal and potassium, but I believe one contains more potassium than the other, and one contains more coal. I'm not sure whether it's the maple forest or the other forest which contains the most potassium. But with this mine, this should give me more access to the elements that I need for gunpowder and for ammunition manufacturing. So yeah. And there, a couple of ladders in. If you do this as you go down, you see, then you've got no problem with getting back up in a bit. As I said, this is just a short hour stream, just to show you where I'm up to, what we're planning on doing for the weekend. I can hear some zombies. laptop, so we better go and sort that out. Just get on the fucking ladder, you prick. For fuck's sake. Let me get on the ladder, guys. What are you doing? Why won't it let me go on the ladder? Oh, for God's sake, it won't even let me get on my own fucking ladder. I knew it. Just give me a second, guys, to sort this out. Oh shit. And she's here somewhere. I can hear her screaming away. A silly cow. Where are you? Where are you, little screaming? Back of the head. That must have hurt. There she is. Fucking bitch. Shut up. We're going to end up using 250 shells of ammunition all on there. Okay. I'm bleeding out there, guys. Get lost. You're gonna bite my ankles off now, are you, mate? For God's sake. More knobheads around here somewhere, I can hear them. Fucking loser. I'll just hit the fucking thing. Have that. Hit. Any more for any more? Fucking big losers they were. Okay. Some more cement on the go there. Right, they're out. So I need to take cement out of there. 202 there. And just drop the soil off in there. Happy days. Okay. Take that. So we're already starting to get quite a lot of activity there. I just need to go up and take an antibiotic. Guess that. Excuse me. Oh my days, what is going on with my game playing today? Sorted. See if we can eat to get our health back up. Slowly climbing now. Okay. Sorted. Lovely. There we go. Let's get some of this out. Nothing better than them barbed wire fences while you're working there outside. Those barbed wire fences are quite worthwhile producing because it's you know, they're really hard wearing as well. They last you for ages. Like a few zombies can be delimbed by them and they'll still keep going, and it's quite cheap to repair as well. So all in all, they're pretty good. So this is the way to do your mine anyway. Lovely. Okay. put the ladder on the bottom rung. If you go too close to the to that box, it'll hit the ladder instead of hitting the stone. That's why I don't put the bottom rung on until you've dug underneath. Repair the axe soon. Four hits with the get through it. Okay guys, there's half an hour. Hope I'm not boring you too much with the mining. As I say, I'm just showing you a little bit of what I'm doing, and I'll probably be doing a little bit off camera, just doing, you know, getting this mine shaft sorted. Right, we're going to repair our axe, won't we? Yeah. Back's a bit stiff today. There we go. That's better. Sitting haunched forward is never good for your back. Thought I'd forgotten one then. There we go. As I say, as soon as we find some gravel, we can start to branch the mine out and see what's about. There's no point in branching out now and whacking through loads of stone to find that you're just going through layers and layers and layers and layers of stone. I think it's best to, like Jaxxall probably says, is to hit gravel and investigate the gravel. And remember, cave-ins will kill. So don't get excited that you've got all these resources in front of you and you start going mining away and then the whole lot collapses on you and you die. You don't want that happening. When you go in there steady and see what's about, but you know, always make sure that when you're mining that you've got supports holding everything up, especially if there's a lots of gravel above you, because you'll end up knocking one little bit of gravel and then that'll be it then. The whole lot will collapse on you. So make sure that you dig in and you've always got somewhere that you can that you can run to if it starts collapsing. I'll see what depth we're at in a second. Just put another one of these in. Okay, let's check our depth. Elevation -4. Okay. As I say, it's not until I think under -20 that you should be seeing. You should start seeing stuff. You should start seeing gravel and resources. That was what it was like on Mal 14. So I don't know how much they've changed in the updates since then. Probably quite a lot. I know it's easier to find some of the resources because you have the boulders outside now, but I think at the same time they've maybe changed the mining, so there's maybe not as many resources available because you have all the stones on the top already. But I could be wrong. Some of the mines that I've seen people build on Alpha 15 are tremendous, especially Jaxxall. He's the perfect miner. He has his workshop and everything, and he branches off into different biomes, and he has everything. Once he gets going, he has so much resources available, which then he can build, huge horde bunkers or do whatever he wants because he has those resources in the bag. You run out, you go and get more. There's some quite impressive bases being built at the moment especially by the Grand Spartan and Jaxxall. They're very busy on Alpha 16, trying out all the new blade traps and machine gun traps and machine gun turrets and all sorts of stuff going on. It's great to see. Giving me some inspiration for what I want to do on my horde bunker of destruction. It's going to be big, and it's going to be concrete and steel, but mainly all steel. Yeah, I've got a bit of a different design that I'm going to try out first. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to one of the tried and tested methods of defences. But I really, I saw a bunker. I'm not sure of the name of the person who was doing it. I'll have to try and maybe find out. But I saw a design for the lower bit of the horde bunker, which you can access the bodies after they've fallen onto the floor. There's a bit of a design that I've seen that I thought that could actually work. Saves having to go outside and collect the loot. The loot can just be on the floor, ready for you to collect through the slits as such, which is produced by this design that I saw. Yeah, I was quite impressed. Didn't see a horde attack, but I saw a few zombies coming in and dealing with them. It looked good. So yeah. So we're going to try that out anyway and see if that will work for us. Oh, we need more ladders. Let's go and check on our cement production. Okay. Our iron bars are done there. Lovely. Okay. I'm starting to see a bit more coloration here, I think, now. Oops. Ah, there we go. Gravel. There we go. That's iron. Lots of it. Lovely. Lovely, lovely iron. With the burnt biome, the one that I'm in now, you'll get multiple resources out of the mine. You'll get lead, you'll get iron, you'll get potassium, and you'll get coal. That's why I've kind of chosen this, because it's a really good biome to mine in. On my Alpha 14, I had a mine, and oh man, it went into 3 or 4 different biomes, but the actual burnt biome itself was so rewarding. Not used to using this nail gun. I've never had a nail gun in the game, really. I always used the hammer, so that's pretty cool that I've got a nail gun now as well. Sad the things that make you happy, innit? Right, I'll be streaming for about another 15 or 20 minutes, and then I'm going to be calling that an episode. As I say, I just wanted to show you how fun it is, relaxing it is to get home from work, put your feet up, get a cup of tea and do a bit of mining. It's so therapeutic. We have a few zombies out there. Let's go see what's going on. Yeah, I can hear you, bitch. There's going to be a constant problem now because of the because the furnaces are on, the forges are on. Where's the stupid bastards? I can see them. another screamer from somewhere. I'm just going to sort this situation out. You can't come up the ladder, can you? Don't worry, I can see you, mate. Oopsie daisy. Okay, now is everyone happy? I'm on the go soon. Why didn't this work a second ago? Oh, get off the spikes, please! Thank you! There you go. Awesome sauce. Before we were rudely interrupted. Okay. There we go. Back to mining. Oh, my little guy's cold. Let me warm you up, mate. Here we go. Okay. Okay. No more gravel as such yet, but I'm sure we will find some. Okay. What we'll do is we'll just go and get that the airdrop, and then we'll yeah. Just need to grab some cloth in a minute. Cloth. Okay, where's the airdrop? Quite close to where we've been before. And please don't forget to check out Gaming Till I Die, GTID. They're releasing a Zelda Ocarina of Time series, which I am really loving, because I played that game and never finished it when I was a kid, and I loved the N64, and I just absolutely adored that game. I put a lot of hours into that game, so I'm hoping that those guys are going to do me justice and finish the game. That would be great. They're at the beginning, so there's lots of gameplay to be had. So good luck, guys. Oh, that's a crappy crate. That wasn't very good at all, really. So we might as well. Just get a little bit of lumber for our troubles. Gonna need the wood anyway for the frames and the ladders that we're manufacturing at the moment. These give the biggest yield, these trees, 1200, and they give you 54 every hit, so you do the math. That bird's nest right there. Yeah. Driving through the undergrowth. Meep meep. Hi honey, I'm home. Oh dear. Okay. Cement. 600. Cement. 400. That's why that wasn't 600. We didn't have the stone. Another 200 bubbling away there. Okay, we got some coal. Go over here to our chem lab. And then we've got a few little eggs there. So we can make dinner. Two trays of bacon and eggs. Yum. Goes there. Goes there. Beakers in here. Cookery. And then we have torches, which we have out here for our weapons. Okay, and then a few feathers to go in with the ammunition. Okay. Okay, so if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, then don't forget to smash the hell out of that subscribe button for regular updates on my channel. If you liked what you saw, then please hit the like button as well. It all helps, and don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions or any queries or anything like that. And I will see you for another episode of 7 Days to Die with me, Andy Howie Gaming. Goodbye.